I was 35 years old when I found out that I was adopted. And prior to that, I had woke up one day, and this is when Jam Master Jay was alive. Rest in peace, Jam Master Jay. This is before Jam Master Jay got shot and killed. It was a traumatic period in my lifetime. I just woke up one day after Pete Rock, big shout out to Pete Rock, one of the, if not the best producer in hip hop history. In 1993, he produced a song called Down with the King for Run-DMC. And you know, in the 90s, hip hop had changed. We were respected. You know what I'm saying? People still love Run-DMC, but nobody cared anymore. Because we're not on the radio, you know, it wasn't our time anymore. But Pete Rock produced this record Down with the King and put us back on MTV, back on the radio, back on the tours, back on the charts. Right when that happened, I wanted to kill myself. I just woke up the next day depressed. And there was just feeling inside me, I didn't know what it was, and it went on for a long time. And how I found out that I was adopted, I said, man, if I do jump off the bridge tomorrow and die, people know the Run-DMC story, but they don't know the little boy Daryl. And I guess it was my spirit wanting to tell the world that I'm Daryl. Daryl makes all the Run-DMC stuff possible. So I wanted to write a book, so I called my mom's up, and I was like, yo, Mom, I'm writing a book. I know my birthday is May 31st, 1964. Just to make it more interesting for the reader, I just want to know, how much did I weigh, what hospital, what time? She told me. Bye, I love you. Hung up the phone. An hour goes by. The phone rings. It's my mother and my father. Now, at this time in my life, I'm an alcoholic, suicidal, metaphysical, spiritual records about to jump. My mother and father said, we have something else to tell you. And I'm like, what? I thought it was going to be something nostalgic or trivial. It was like, well, you was a month old when we brought you home and you're adopted, but we love you. Bye. Click. Yeah, everybody go on the phone. Yeah, everybody say, damn, on the phone like that. But it was, they looked at it as the right opportunity. Yo, he's asking, we got to tell him. I'm like, damn, yeah, to tell me like that. But when I found out that I was adopted, even though I was already in a depressed state anyway, as traumatic as that revelation was, a peace came over me. And then I thought about my mother and father taking care of me. I thought about all those teachers and all those coaches and everybody around me that always inspired me and encouraged me to do the right thing. You know, my mother and father, I went to Catholic school my whole life. So my mother and father paid for me to go to every school that I went to. And once I found that revelation that I was adopted, I found out that I was a foster kid. So me not being ashamed of my situation, I just started talking about it. And how I met the Garden of Dreams was, I was going around to a lot of agencies and a lot of group homes and a lot of facilities here in the city that the Garden of Dreams was, you know, working with. And I had left one day, and like we said earlier, I was like, man, I wish there was an organization that would stay involved with these families and these kids, you know, throughout the year. Somebody was like, D, there's an organization. And I was like, yeah, right, yeah, you know MSG, Madison Square Garden, yeah, this is a great organization called the Garden of Dreams. And right when that revelation came to me is when the Garden of Dreams approached me. So I am one of those kids that the Garden of Dreams work with. So, you know, I don't like to say I'm celebrity. I don't like to say that I'm famous. What I am is a living, breathing example of what happens when you give every child born into this universe the opportunity to be the people that they were put here to be. And that's why working with the Garden of Dreams is so close to me.